In this session we're going to talk about the product in marketing. And we're going to start by looking at products, services and experiences. First of all, a product is anything that can be offered in a market for attention, purchase, use or consumption that might satisfy a need or a want. So in other words, a product is just about anything that can satisfy a need or a want. That's what we mean by a product. Its capacity to satisfy a need or a want. Services consist of activities, benefits or satisfactions offered for sale that are essentially intangible. They can't be touched. And they do not result in ownership. We don't own the service. The service is supplied at a moment in time. It can't be touched and we don't own it. When we go to a restaurant and we buy a coffee, we get the service. Somebody takes the coffee to our table. That is the service. The service is intangible. We may touch the coffee, we may see the coffee, but we can't touch or directly experience the service. And we don't own the service. Once the coffee is on the table, the service is complete. That is now gone. The job is done. So we don't own the service. Experiences. Well, experiences are very important. They represent what buying the product or service will do for the customer. Experience is what is derived from the use of the product or service. If it's a good experience, it's positive, it may lead to further purchases of the product. If it's a bad experience, if it's negative, then it may destroy the reputation of the product, or it certainly may not lead to further purchases. Now the levels of service and product. Well, when we consider a product, we can consider the core benefits of the product. So if I buy a coffee in a restaurant, then the coffee is the core benefit. The taste of the coffee is the core benefit. But there are other associated benefits from being in the restaurant. Perhaps the decoration and the image of the restaurant, the brand name, the packaging, in other words. These deliver another service. So when I go to the restaurant, I'm not just buying the core benefit, I'm getting extra benefits. I'm getting the benefit of sitting in a nice place, a nice environment. So when we think of a product, we think of the core benefits. What is it exactly we're getting? We're getting a coffee, in the example I'm using. But we're also getting the extra benefits, the benefits of being in a nice environment, good reputation, nice image, and so on. So product and services come with two parts, the core benefit and the other part, the associated part. Now when we consider products and services, we can classify them under consumer products and industrial products. And we'll have a few words about each of these. To start, customer products, or sorry, consumer products we call them. Consumer products are products and services for personal consumption. So that is the most basic attribute of a consumer product. They're for personal consumption. But we may classify them under various headings, and different textbooks will do it differently. For the moment here, we'll classify them as convenience products, shopping products, specialty products, and unsought products. And we'll run through these headings in the next few slides and see what's meant by them. So we'll start with convenience, the convenience product. So the convenience product, well, these are consumer products and services that the customer usually buys frequently, immediately, and with a minimum comparison and buying effort. In other words, they're convenient. They're close at hand. They don't require a lot of search or a lot of thinking about it. They're convenient. Newspapers and magazines, confectionery, fast food. If we don't want to cook, we go for fast food. It's convenient. It's convenience food, it's sometimes called. Shopping products. These are ones which we have to be slightly more careful about. These are the ones that we have to be careful about the quality and the price and the style. We have to make sure that they're suitable for the purpose for which we're purchasing them. They may take a lot more research and time and more effort. So they're not convenient, that's for sure. They may include things like furniture or cars or kitchen appliances. So there's much more thought that goes into these. Specialty products. These are consumer products and services with unique characteristics or brand identification for which a significant group of buyers is willing to make a special purchase effort. So they're specialty products. People are willing to go out of their way to get these products because they're specialized, they are unusual, they are highly valued because of their uniqueness, their ability to satisfy a very particular want or need. There may be medical services or designer clothes or high-end electronics. So they're aimed at a very specialized market. Unsought products. These are ones that we very rarely purchase, and we don't normally think about these products, but they do crop up in our lives and then we make a purchase. So for example, life insurance. By and large we don't go around every day thinking about it, but now and again we have to make a purchase. Or funeral services, blood donations. So these are not products we think about. They're unsought products, but nonetheless they are products and we must include them in the list. Now for industrial products, well, these are products purchased for further processing or for use in conducting a business. So in other words, as consumers we don't purchase these products. We're not interested in a lot of these products. Only specialized industrial users may be interested. And they're only interested because they make a product that they can sell on the market, presumably for a profit, to us. So we're not interested in buying machinery and equipment perhaps, but the industrial producer may be, because that's a means to the end. That's a way of producing the goods that can be sold on the market that we will purchase. So industrial products could include materials and parts, raw materials, machinery and equipment. Now let's start with materials and parts. These include raw materials and manufactured materials and parts usually sold directly to industrial users. So for example, paper, timber, metals, cement. These are mainly industrial products. We buy paper, of course. I recognize that for printing and for writing and so on, but we don't buy it on the same scale perhaps as an industrial purchaser. So there may be a specialist market there. Machinery and equipment, well, we certainly don't, generally speaking, go out and buy engineering machinery. We're interested in the products that the machinery may make, but not in the machinery itself. So that is a specialized market. So we're not interested in industrial buildings and engineering equipment and most office equipment and many specialized computers and so on. So these are areas that are left to industry. These are our products and facilities and production facilities that are left to industry. But we're interested in the output. We're interested in the next stage, because that's what we buy, but we don't buy the machinery itself. And then we've got organizations, persons, places and ideas, because marketing may be aimed at these areas. So we could have organization marketing, for example, or organizational marketing. This consists of activities undertaken to create, maintain and change attitudes and behavior of target customers towards an organization. For example, national charities. And many organizations market themselves. They market their name, not exactly what they do. So many national charities do this. They market the name, but what they exactly do, they don't market, because we understand what they do. So cancer research is aimed at research into that area. We don't need to know the technical parts of that research. We know that they're doing a good job, and that is what they are marketing. They're marketing their name, and that's all we need to know. Persons, well, sometimes people market themselves. For example, industrial leaders may market themselves, or celebrities. They may do this for a variety of reasons, to increase sales if it's a celebrity, to endorse designer wear, or to promote a video or a piece of music, or to promote themselves in some way. An industrial leader may be interested in promoting him or herself in a way that shows them working in a business that is ethical, that's good, that is quite trendy. So I'm sure a lot of industrial leaders who appear on television benefit from the fact that they have become almost television celebrities, and their business flourishes as a consequence. I'm sure that's in their mind when they appear as well. We also have marketing of places, for example, tourism. Tourism is an important industry, and in some parts it's probably the only industry in some parts, and very, very important to the local economy. So there is an effort to try and promote tourism, so promoting a place, marketing a place. And for ideas, sometimes the government may wish to change our behaviour in certain ways, so to try and get us to stop smoking or stop abusing alcohol or drugs, or so making lifestyle changes. And they have public health campaigns. And again, tourism is like that as well. It's changing the ideas. Excuse me, don't have to go to some foreign exotic place for your holiday. You could take it somewhere local, and it's just as nice, perhaps. Or that's what the marketing would say. So we have different types of marketing. Marketing for organizations, persons, places and ideas, as well as, of course, the products that we talked about and the services, which right at the start of the session. So this class just introduces us to the concept of a product in marketing. And the big feature to remember is that the product satisfies a customer want or a customer need. That is what makes it a product. And that's all we need to say about this session. So thank you for watching.